Lyotard takes this concept of language games from Ludwig Wittgenstein. He was an Austrian philosopher, and studying this language games, he makes three observations about these language games. And these three observations are: the rules of language game are object of a contract, explicit or not, between the players. So what is this language game? It's a kind of a contract. The rules that are laid in this game are based on a mutual contract signed by these different players. What does this mean? This means that rules which would define this language game are not natural but man-made. For example, man, our community, would define the rules for poetry, would define the rules for biology, would define the rules for botany, would define the rules for law, would define the rules for computer, for technology. So the rules that these discourses would now follow would be man-made. The other observation made by Lyotard in this regard, or in the language games, is that every utterance should be thought as a move in the game. Now, every utterance, what is this utterance? This utterance is, say for example, physics comes up with some new idea. Now that is a move. Then chemistry has also to come with some idea in order to survive. Similarly, if physics and chemistry make a move, biology and botany also have to do something. Now, if science makes a move as a whole, literature also has to make a move in order to survive. Then sociology has also to come up with something, psychology has also to come up with something, history has also to make a move. So all these subjects have to make relevant moves within the rules set by themselves in order to be legitimate. Let me give you an example that how this language game works, or how does this game move. Say for example, in postmodern society, science and technology became an important subject, or became an important discourse. So the most legitimate discourse in the postmodern society would be science and technology. Now literature has to survive. Now how will literature survive? Now say for example, literature makes a move and starts narrating the tales of, like say for example Greek times, or say for example of the Renaissance times. उस टाइम की कहानियां अब अगर literature आज सुनाएगा, so the literature would be outdated. We will say that the literature has not made the best move, or the move that literature has made will make it illegitimate. So what literature does, it also makes a move. Say for example, it starts writing about science fiction. Now science fiction would be very much close to the science and technology. So this move made by literature helps literature to survive in postmodern society. Similarly, psychology has also to make a move. Now, say for example, a psychiatry becomes a part of science, and psychology also starts, developing or writing narratives or talking about the psychological side of human beings and starts treating a disease. So psychology also becomes relevant. So this is how the subjects or the discourses who are a part of this language game make move, or every utterance that they do is considered to be a move, and it is this move of theirs which helps them to remain in the game. And if they do not make a move, or if they make an irrelevant move, they will be rendered irrelevant in postmodern society. Or the knowledge created by them would be considered as not valuable knowledge, not valuable information, not relevant, thus it won't be legitimate. Third, he says, if there are no rules, there is no game. A minute modification in a rule changes whole game. Now, all these things would be done within the rules. And the rules are set by the human beings. Say for example, poetry will not come up with, say for example, start talking about science, and the science which is practical science. अब poetry में हम practical करने बैठ जाएंगे, that would be very irrelevant move by poetry. Poetry has to deal with things in its own way. और science जो है वो poetry करना बैठ जाए तो साइंस नहीं रहेगी. सो जो रूल्स इनके लिए सेट किए गए हैं कि साइंस का ये फील्ड है, नैरेटिव का ये फील्ड है, पोइट्री का ये फील्ड है, साइकोलॉजी का ये फील्ड है, सोशियोलॉजी का ये फील्ड है, हिस्ट्री का ये फील्ड है, उन्होंने अपने मूव्स करने हैं, अपने चेंजेस करनी है, नए आइडियाज लेके आने हैं, नए मूव्स खेलने हैं इस गेम में, बट दोज मूव्स मस्ट बी विद इन द रूल्स, एंड इफ दे आर नॉट विद इन द रूल देयर इज नो गेम. हिस्ट्री स्टार्ट्स टॉकिंग अबाउट साइंस, talking about say for example poetry, technology starts talking about psychology, psychology starts talking about technology, so the whole game would be in a mess. So all the players have to follow the rules, and they are not supposed to make even a minute change in the rules, and even if they make, the whole game will change. Now Lyotard says that it is the language games who define everything in our society. It is these moves which make up our society. It is these moves which make up our identity. So what is our society, or what does this postmodern society consist of? It consists of these language games. Now what are the language games? I hope that you have understood the language games. These are the games that are played by different discourses, which is a game between science, between history, between mathematics, between literature, between technology, and between law, and between gossips, and between other things. And how these whole utterances, the moves made by these discourses make up the society. But there is an important question still. Who would organize these languages and these narratives? इन नैरेटिव्स को अब कौन ऑर्गेनाइज करेगा? ये तो हमारी सोसाइटी को ऑर्गेनाइज करेंगे, लेकिन अब these are the aspects. Say for example, language games are moves made in this language game, and the narratives, they make up our society. Now who organizes these two things? And Lyotard says that language moves and narratives are organized by meta narratives. Now that would be another important aspect of this book, that is the postmodern conditional report on knowledge. Now what are meta narratives? How do meta narratives organize narratives and language games? We will deal with in next lecture. In today's lecture, we dealt with the postmodern conditional report on knowledge, only about knowledge. What is knowledge? How is knowledge regulated? How is knowledge created? And what is valuable knowledge? And what are the language games as per Lyotard? I hope that this lecture was helpful for you and you were able to understand the postmodern conditional report on knowledge. For more interesting stuff, keep watching Your Academy, and don't forget to share, like, comment and subscribe at Your Academy.